You know, not just the Eurofirst, Alistair, we look at the S&P, we look at the DAX at over 10,000. What do you think? Are you concerned?
A little bit nervous, to be brutally honest. Yes, the DAX is over 10,000, closed above it, and also the S&P 500 continues to set new highs and above that 1,950 level. It does feel a little bit like over-exuberance a touch here. You've got to question whether the economic data that we've seen of late really does warrant it. When you consider that the sort of 400 billion TLTROs are coming into the market, yes, that will give it a boost, but considering 2 trillion euros worth of LTROs hasn't completely been successful. You've got to ask, you know, how much of this is warranted, and if we look at the S&P 500, it really is aggressively overbought at the moment.
If we're all as wary as you sound, then we can expect things to pull back quite significantly, no?
Well, I think some sort of correction is probably in order across the board in equity markets. It does just feel that we're a touch toppy, but by the same token, we need to see a catalyst for that. And at the moment, looking around, there hasn't really been. In fact, on the news flow side of things, it's pretty quiet really, and we're seeing pretty low volume. So if there is a move, it might be a bit aggressive, but possibly short-lived.
All right. Well, let's talk about some of the corporates. As you say, it's few and far between at the moment. The UK Tesco current account launch. I guess a couple of questions here. This diversification continues. Is it the right thing? And are they getting into the right sort of business competing with the banks?
Well, I mean, they already have a pretty aggressive market share as far as the UK food retailing industry is concerned, and they've already diversified into white label goods and the likes there. So I think the financials is, I guess, the next natural step. When you consider they already have a pretty thriving credit card business, and that accounts for about 12% of the UK credit card market. So they've got a pretty stable platform. They're going to do a standalone business here as well. Some interesting aspects. Current accounts up to £3,000, a 3% interest on it is pretty attractive in comparison to what else is out there on the high street. Certainly the rules have been lightened as far as moving, as UK citizens moving their bank accounts as well. So it does make it considerably easier, making it easier for the likes of the supermarkets to move into this sector. And they're also, interestingly enough, going to be charging £5 on any current account that doesn't inject about £750 worth on a monthly basis. A step that you would imagine a number of banks are probably going to go down the road of sooner or later.